Hi, I'm Wayne Blanchard. I'm a certified financial planner and a member of the Garrett Planning Network. Our question today is, what are the disadvantages of cross-listing of shares? Cross-listing of shares means listing your company on different stock exchanges. And so what are some of the disadvantages of doing that? Obviously, what you're thinking about when you're listing your shares on different exchanges is broadening the market so more people have access to buy your shares. It was at one point thought that if you were listing your shares, say, on the NASDAQ, that you were a tiny company, and that really when you grew up to be a big company, then you'd go over to the New York Stock Exchange. Well, that's kind of gone by the wayside because we now have some companies like Google and Apple that have stayed basically with NASDAQ as opposed to moving. And they are some of the biggest companies out there right now. So the advantages to either listing on more than one exchange, a lot of times this has to do with foreign companies. Foreign companies will list on more than one exchange, so they can be traded on more than one exchange. But what are the disadvantages? Probably one of the biggest disadvantages is the fact that each one of these exchanges has a lot of regulations. And I don't know too many companies that want to expose themselves to too many different sets of regulators before they finally just throw their arms up and say, enough is enough. Because you can create a lot of extra scrutiny on your company and a lot of extra paperwork by just going through all the accounting things that you have to produce, all the different regulatory requirements that you have to have. And some places will actually say there's been a school of thought that cross-listing actually can hurt a company based on the fact that they're squeezing themselves a little bit too thin. So I don't know, it's kind of one of those things that you have to decide for yourself and for your own company how many different exchanges it's actually worth being listed on at any one time.